with answer to that. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, guys. We got what's your name again?
Clarence.
Clarence and Mrs. Valerie here from New Kent.
No, from Petersburg, Virginia.
They actually drove in this morning from Petersburg, Virginia, guys. Welcome them here to the studio. I'm Rhoda Young Live, and we're here, guys, because they needed some assistance with this car dealership out of New Kent.
Yes.
Um, her son is only 23 years old. He's a really great guy. He worked really, really hard for everything that he have, and he has been taken advantage of. He bought a vehicle, guys. Only 23 years old, bought his own first vehicle from a car lot. And he thought he bought a really nice vehicle. However, while he was driving down the street trying to get back to work, working for a major company, he almost died. You heard it right. He almost died because someone sold him a ledge hoopty, and the brakes went out. He almost got in an accident. The brakes just went out. He tried to contact the dealership and tell them what happened to see if they could service the vehicle for him. And instead of them taking his complaint, you know, um, seriously, they turned around and turned the table on him. They alleged that, hey, yeah, it is a brake issue, but you did it. You tampered with your own brakes. And since you called up here complaining, we'll no longer be able to help assist you in getting your car fixed. So right now, we're gonna call them before we start this story, guys, and see what they have to say. Lawrence.
Thank you for choosing United Auto Sales. How may I help you?
Yes, hi. My name is Rhoda Young, and I wanted you to. Can you write this down for me?
Okay.
It's spelled RHODA.
Okay.
Okay, it's RHODA. Young. That's YOUNG.
Okay.
Reporting. REPORTING. Live. LIVE. And that is my Facebook handle. If you go on Facebook right now, you'll see me right now speaking to you. I looked at my wrist and I got time today. You sold that young man a hoopty, and I'm doing a story on your fucked up ass auto dealership here out of Norfolk, Virginia. I am Rhoda Young Live. Go on Facebook and watch the story. You live, you famous, you uncut. And I have the video of you alleging that young man tampered with his own brakes. It is on and it's popping. Have a wonderful day. How you doing?
Fine. How are
All
you?
right. So, is this your first car? The first car you ever bought yourself?
So this is my second car that I bought myself.
Awesome sauce. Okay, what made you go to the dealership that you chose to go to, and what is the name of the dealership you went to purchase your car?
So the dealership name is United Auto Sales. They're out in New Kent, but it's Providence Forge. The reason why I went there was because my bigger sister, she, rode past there one day and was like, they got some nice cars, vehicles out there. Go check them out. So I did. Me and my mom, we rode out there. And I was in between cars trying to figure out which one I wanted, driving around to different other places. But eventually I needed a car because I didn't have a car at the time. It's my car. My first car that I bought is broke down right now.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to get another car to be able to, have transportation to be able to, drive. And bought the car that Wednesday night and drove until about Sunday morning, no issues with the car. And all of a sudden my brakes just went out. It just
Wow.
the car jumped in front of me on the highway. We're doing about 60, 70 miles per hour. The car jumped in front of me. And during that time, I'm thinking what can I do to slow this car down? What can I do to stop it? And eventually, I just decided to change lanes and slow the car down by taking my foot off the accelerator. By me doing that, um, by me
Pause, please. Let's call the dealership. Answer the call. That's the car dealership calling him now. Why you want to call him now?
Thank you for choosing United Auto Sales. How may I help you?
yes, this is Clarence Blizzard.
Hey, Mr. Wood.
Good on you.
I'm doing well, thank you. I actually just got a phone call about you.
Okay.
Might be somebody in your family.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
No. Who is it?
It's Rhoda Young, reporting live.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think we come up with that story?
Come up with what story?
So what's going on with that?
What's going on with that is we're gonna
Because here's where I'm at. Like I said, I was going to try to work something out with you. After I got that phone call, though, I will. What we're going to do is we're going to keep that $4,000, and we're just going to get hold it from there, and we'll go ahead and cancel the contract.
So you on national television saying that you're gonna keep his money, you're gonna cancel the contract, and you have other you on national television.
I don't have the necessary documents that I.
You on national television just saying what you're gonna bully this man out his money. I guarantee you. I guarantee you this. Yo, listen to me for 1 second. Can we speak? All right. On national television, guys, he just called this young man and once again bullied him. What's the phone, guys? I need y'all to call his number right now. That type of bullying, he been bullying this young man that he had to drive from Petersburg, Virginia to Norfolk, Virginia to get someone to hear what's going on. The phone number to that location is 757. I'm sorry. Y'all, look at your wrist. We got time today. I need y'all right now. 804-557-0116. Show them to stop playing with us. 804-557-0116. One more time. 804-557-0116. We don't just do it in the 757. We do it wherever you are. You just called this young man once again and bullied him because he's complaining about you bullying him about the issues with his car. I have the video right now. You was never going to fix his car. I just listened to 2 separate videos that they have in their hands right now. I'm going to play it for y'all that you already told him that you was not going to fix his car. You already told him you was not going to fix his car because you alleged that he tampered with his own car and tried to kill himself with that car, allegedly. This ain't the first time you told this young man that you won't go fix his car. Now you just admitted on national Facebook and said you're going to keep his $4,000. You're going to cancel his contract, which is illegal, and he can have a great day. Not on my watch, sir. We got some for that, okay? And we also gonna contact DMV in New Kent County and let them know when you sold his vehicle, you sold him a vehicle with a special sticker. What month was it? January of 2021, which is against the law. Okay, his inspection sticker should have been at least 30 days out, allegedly. Tell me, how did that make you feel to have him to call you and harass you like that?
It's really no words to describe it. It's very sad in a way because you can't sit here and actually work something out with me or even just help me and just give my money back. That I've spent $4K, I put $4K down for the car, and you sit here and act like that. That's unacceptable as a business.
Let me ask you this, because he took us there to a place. But see, God uses people to expose people. And I never call a business first. God say act now. God, I want to move when God say move. Even when I came out the house, I moved when God say move.
Exactly.
Because it had to be at this time, at the very second that this story needed to be exposed. Is this the first time that he spoke to you like that?
No.
He spoke to me too. And my pastor.
Mother, you say he has spoken to you like that and also your pastor.
Yes, he did. I called him and talked to him, and he kept hanging the phone up on me, and I kept trying to talk to him and reason with him, and he just really kept talking ugly to me. Kept hanging the phone up, and I just, I got to the point I just stopped calling. I called like 11 times. So I just got to the point I just stopped calling. I talked to my pastor, explained to my pastor the situation, and he told me the same thing. He said he just went on ahead and let him, talk. he was like, okay, I'm gonna just give you the floor, let you talk. And he said once he was finished talking, then he talked to him, and he said he kept hanging up, hanging up. And I told the guy, I was like, look, I'm trying to explain to you something. I said, you're not letting me get a word in inchwise. And he just kept, you know, trying to get out of everything, kept explaining to me this and that. And, oh, somebody tampered with the car. And I'm like, nobody tampered with the car. I'm like, my son don't even know anything about that, so why would he even do that? Well, yeah, I'm 110% sure, that he didn't do it, but you keep saying that.
Thank you. Thank you. Back to you. You take the car to the dealership. You explain to them what happened with your vehicle. Who did you first initially contact?
So I first initially contacted Dante, which is the guy who actually just called just recently and was trying to, you know, get ugly with us on the phone call. But that's who I initially, contacted. And same thing with, what's going on. He cut across me, cut across you, my mother, my pastor. So at this point, I feel like he's not even trying to help at this point.
When you first contacted him about the car, because he just saying he was going to help you fix it, was that the last conversation you had with him? Did he tell you he was going to help you fix the car?
So that's not, I talked to, well, my pastor got in touch with a supervisor who's in New Kent, and the New Kent supervisor knows the manager there, which is Jacob.
Right.
And Jacob, they had a conversation. They was like, what'll happen is, we'll, help you fix it, but it's gonna come out of probably, try to, the supervisor was basically saying, try to reason with them, try to see, if I'm gonna fix it, if they're gonna fix it, try to reason with them and come with a clear head, with the situation. But as you see, they're not trying to reason or try to talk, and try to have a clear head, and we can actually communicate together.
Mom,
Yes.
let me ask you.
Yes.
Calling the dealership, and you say you call them several times, you have several voice messages.
Yes.
On the voice messages that was played to me here, he had already declined fixing that vehicle.
Yes.
What reason did he tell you guys that he was not going to fix the vehicle?
Well, he said he wasn't going to fix the vehicle because I called saying that, if I had to get a lawyer involved, then I would. But you got to understand, you're looking at a mother with one child, her only child, and calling you saying, he almost was in an accident. Something like that is going to frighten you. So for him to call me and say that, yes, a parent is going to say, well, if you don't do something, I'll get a lawyer involved. So that was my first initial thought. Not that I wanted to, but something like that.
Did you say getting a lawyer involved was your first initial response to him, or was it the way he was treating you when you was calling there?
Well, I wouldn't say it was my first initial thought, but when I kept calling him that Sunday morning, couldn't get an answer, and I knew he was probably getting the messages, but just wasn't responding.
Right.
So here I am knowing he have to get back to New Jersey to work. And I'm saying, okay, he got to get back to New Jersey to work.
You got my son money.
He got my son's money. Like, how is he going to get back to work? I'm just going crazy thinking like, okay, he done gave this man all this money and now done sold him a car and he almost killed himself, and could have killed someone else.
Wow. So guys, luckily that day during the accident, you did not hit no one.
No.
Take us back to you. So you was able to steer the car off the road without crashing it.
Yes.
Take me back to when you was telling me you was trying to put the car in drive and the brakes was just locked.
So once I got the car to the emergency lane, I put my foot on the brake and I was trying to put it back in drive, but it wouldn't go back in drive because the brakes was so hard that it wouldn't engage to where I can be able to go past reverse. It'll only go in park and reverse. It wouldn't go past neutral or, drive or anything like that, So after that, I got out the car, turned the car off, turned it back on, check engine light came on. So I'm like, okay, what is this? Then, I went, I looked up on the car, wasn't nothing leaking or anything like that. So at that point, I was like, okay, now what's going on? The reason why I can't put it in, neutral and drive now. So.
And that day of the accident that almost happened, you only had that car from that dealership 3 days.
Yes, a whole 3 days.
A whole 3 days, and all of that happened.
Yes.
Sound like your transmission or electrical problem was going on with that car.
Yeah.
So you contact them and you tell them what happened. How they start treating you once you complained about your car that you only had for 3 days and you put $4,000 down.
So I try to get in contact with them on that Sunday morning. Haven't got a phone call. I even waited until Wednesday. They haven't called me to check up on me, see how I was doing. Never got a text, a phone call. So I called them on Wednesday, and I had a recording, and I had a guy with me, which was one of my coworkers, so he can better listen on, and he can be a witness to what was going on and what was being said in the video recording.
Not that one.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
And so once it was recording, that's when I was asking him questions, and he was basically saying, after your mom threatened us that we won't get the car fixed, and I don't want to deal with that issue and stuff like that. So I'm like, I bought the car from you. Why can't you help me get it fixed if I bought it from you?
And you only had it for 3 days.
Only had it for 3 days.
Mom, he said you threatened him. Do you think telling the person that you're going to seek legal advice or seek an attorney is threatening?
No, it's not. It's, basically a mother who is, frightened, at that particular time, knowing that your son was about to hit someone, he could have hurt himself, hurt someone else, could have been an accident, So, yeah, when you're upset at that particular moment, you're going to say stuff, not necessarily meaning that I meant it, it was just that.
But do you understand? Do you understand legally you are able to get a lawyer and to inform them?
Yes, ma'am.
That legally you are able to get a lawyer, and that's your right, to get a lawyer to speak on your behalf. So that's not a threat. There's actually a promise. If you don't take care of these issues, I will seek legal advice.
Yes.
So that's not no reason he should not want to fix your son car. Can you play the video who's the one on the video?
His name is Jacob. I believe he's the owner to the company.
Yes, Jake. Are you the manager of the company? I have a quick question. I had bought the Malibu and I had wound up getting it dropped off.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll try to get in contact with Dante. I think that's his name, Dante.
Yes, sir.
And I was waiting on a phone call from him, but he never got back with me yet about the Malibu. I don't know if you know about the incident that happened with me on Sunday heading to New Jersey.
No, not entirely sure. I know you did mention something. Some reason it was dropped or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to speak with you because when I was heading from home to New Jersey, when I got up North Jersey, a car jumped in front of me on the highway. I was doing about maybe between 60, 70 on the highway. And when the car jumped in front of me, I tried to put on brakes. And the brakes didn't work. I was trying to hit the brakes, and the brakes wouldn't, apply like they should. Like, it was real stiff. It was really stiff. And, in that situation, it kind of scared me because I'm thinking, how am I going to get this car to stop? Having to run it maybe in a ditch or either hit a wall or something in that case to stop this car because my brakes wouldn't work. But luckily, I wound up, having to take my foot off the accelerator to actually gradually slow the car down and change lanes to park, to get it to the, emergency lane, when I stopped the car. I have somebody with me, and also the, conversation is being recorded, just for my safety or whatever like that. I just wanted to know, why was the car being sold to me, knowing, that the brakes was, messed, was faulty.
First of all, brakes is something that's completely out of it. Now, we did have that vehicle looked at it. It looks like that there was something that was tampered with in the brake system.
Okay.
So it actually looks like it was a very minimal fix, but someone has been in there and tampered with something. And it actually looks like the brake booster was unplugged, and there's an issue with the brake booster. So that being said, I know Dante had received several phone calls on his only day off, which is Sunday, early in the morning and everything else. I've also gotten word from we got from lawyers, all that good stuff on the only day that we all have off every single week.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I mean that was a red flag to me. When someone comes to me and asks if they need help or something like that, I had no problem doing so. But when you start threatening me immediately on the single day that we're closed, that's where I have an issue.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was a shocker to me because I could have, killed me, killed somebody, so.
And like I said too, this is something that's completely, it's something that we can't just say, hey, we're going to do this in 1,000 miles from now. That doesn't happen like that. When something goes out or something's been tampered with, there's nothing that we can do to fix that.
Okay, got you. Now I do want to ask you, now that this has happened, I want to find out from you, what is going to be done about it, because I don't want the car after it's been tampered with. I don't want to.
Yeah, well, it looks like something that you had actually tampered with, or maybe a friend or something like that. Because someone's been in there and tampered with something. It was 100% not like that, because you would actually feel this problem while we would have had the vehicle. So this is something that was done after.
Guys, that is what's the name of the auto shop again?
United Auto Sales.
That's United Auto Sales, where they are actually saying this young man accusing him of tampering with his own brakes because he said it wouldn't just happen like that. He's driving down the interstate trying to make it home, and his brakes, and he actually admits that he found something wrong with the brakes. Guys, on that recording, this auto shop admits he found something wrong with the brake. He admits that something was unplugged. He admits that he sees something was wrong with the brakes, but instead of taking responsibility, they sold this child a defective vehicle. What they're going to do is blame him and say, you did it yourself. Why would a child mess up his own brand new vehicle that he just bought going home all the way to New Jersey? And second video, please, guys. Dante, how do you feel about him telling you, I said your name wrong. What's your name again? Clarence, how do you feel about him accusing you of doing that to your car as a customer?
I felt like, why would I want to kill myself? Like y'all all know, I'm my mom's only child, and why would I want to kill myself? I never heard of such.
Do you feel like you was being, because you kept your composure, and I want to give you a round of applause, because I would have told him a couple of choice things. It's likely your mom brought you up in church, and you go to church on Sundays and Mondays. Hey, because you okay, but okay. But listen, do you feel like he was discriminating against you because you was young or because you were black? How do you feel the way he treated you? Because the way he treated you was not right.
I do feel a little some type of something there. Can't really say what's there, but there's some type of animosity there that I feel like, why would you just say, oh yeah, somebody tampered with it, but they're not trying to say who did it, but they're having somebody.
Yeah, how can he say you did it? I mean, if it's tampered with and you only had to call 3 days, how can he allege you did it? That's defamation of your character.
Yeah.
That's defamation of your character. Also, I wanted to know, it was something I really want to ask you. Do you feel like he was talking to you or talking at you?
Talking at me.
Wow. He really thought he had you believing you were gonna take full responsibility of that video, that car. Mons, what you had to say about that voicemail you got recorded?
Well, this next voice message is, just letting you know another conversation, that my son, he was, this is like a continue from the first conversation that he had. I guess it was, was long and he just had to, re-record himself.
One second. One second. Do you believe that you're his only victim? Because his conversation seems so rehearsed. It seemed as though like this is something that he's accustomed to me. This is my opinion. This ain't facts. This is my opinion. His response to people complaining or this young man complaint to me, I feel as though it's scripted. It's something that he's accustomed to saying to his customers that complain. I mean, to me, my opinion, I feel as though he been doing it for so long that he's very disconnected with sympathizing with these people who spending money on their car lot. It's actually embarrassing that you would be operating a dealership under those type of ways. And guys, if y'all want to call in one more time to this dealership to let them know we know what you're doing, the phone number gonna be 804-557-0116. 804-557-0116. You lied to us. Like you lied to this child, and you told me that you're not gonna fix his car because I called in, but I just proven to you and to everybody else you a big fat liar. You had already said on video that you wasn't gonna fix his car because he tampered with it. Now your excuse is, and you said on live video, you're gonna keep his $4,000 and the car and illegally cancel his contract. You can't have it all. And I forgot New Kent is state of Virginia. So you illegally sold him a car without the car being inspected according to Virginia state law. When you sell that car, it need a fresh inspection sticker, no longer than 30 days. I think the DMV police need to come up there and check every vehicle on your car lot. And if you have any more customers that ever had a complaint, you can call Rotary Young Live Studio at 757-527-9043. If one more time, the name of the car dealership?
United Auto Sales.
United Auto Sales. If you bought a car for United Auto Sales in New Kent and you had bad customer service or you were sold a lemon, if your inspection sticker was not the same in the same month or within 30 days, contact Rotary Young Live Studio at 757-527-9043. I looked at my wrist and I got time today. I'm going to teach you who to play with. Let's hear the next video.
Because once I dropped the car off, it wasn't, my brakes was good after that. Once I left that Wednesday, drove until about Sunday, that's when it...
That's exactly what I'm saying. So when you purchased the vehicle from us, was there any issues with the brakes?
No, everything was fine, but until...
Okay, so that's your answer right there. So someone after the fact had tampered with it, and there's an issue with the master, I'm sorry, what was it, the brake booster. Yeah. And it looked like it had been unplugged and everything else. Something else was going on there. So someone had been tampering with it or messing with it or something like that.
No, that's no. I don't even know what a brake booster is on the car. I'm not familiar with cars.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not necessarily saying you tampered with it.
Yeah.
Somebody close to you or somebody around you maybe did.
I doubt that one.
I'm not sure, man, but when you start threatening and everything else, that's where I get real short, and I'm not going to do a whole lot for you just because of that. If you would have came to me and said, hey, here's the issue and everything else, what can we do to resolve it? I would have said, absolutely, we can see if we can't work something out, because we're talking about literally a part that's probably $20. I could just fail at any time, too.
Yeah, that might be the case, but I just don't feel comfortable with keeping the car. I don't know what, I just don't want to keep the car at all.
Sure. Well, you are in a contract and everything else. It is non-refundable deposit. So, you have two options here. You can either A, pick up the car, or you can take a repossession.
no, it's not my fault. You know, we're dealing with the car. You know, the car should have been inspected, and you're saying that somebody could have tampered with it.
It's already been inspected. There's no issues with the car. You know, if you have a serious problem with that problem, then you should contact Chevy.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to contact Chevy, but y'all the one that sold me the car.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean there's things that can happen that can be, you know, completely out of the unordinary and everything else. It is a used vehicle and everything else. As far as the pads, as far as everything else on the vehicle, it's got brake fluid in it, everything else. Everything is working perfectly properly, except for that one issue. And that one issue can go out at any given time. That's not something that's going to be called. That's not something that we can rig up and make it happen, you know, down the road for 1,000 miles. That's something that can happen at any time. That's on any used vehicle. Doesn't matter if it's a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, or a Cobalt. It's literally the exact same issue in every single vehicle. And like I said, it does look like somebody tampered with it. So that's something that we were not too thrilled when the shop called us and everything else, because we had already gotten some threats and everything else that you were going to get some lawyers involved, you got the BDB involved on a day that we had actually been out of the office.
So what about the warranty on the car?
Yeah, so you do have a warranty on the car. However, that's going to cover any of your big fixes. That's not going to cover $20.
So why is that? Why can't it cover the?
Because it wouldn't cover a sensor. That's no warranty. No warranty is going to cover.
Now he's saying it's the sensor. First he says the brake booster.
So that would have
Which
to come
one
out
is
of
it?
whose pocket? My pocket or y'all's?
Yeah. After you threatened us, honestly, man, I've lost all patience for that and everything else. So I would not be helping you out whatsoever.
No. I don't want to do business with y'all anymore after this, because this is I mean this.
No, I get it completely. So I mean I've already said everything that I can do and everything else. Your car's still up here, so if you want to pick it up, that's perfect. If not, you can leave it here, and I'll go ahead and contact the company and let them know you'll be doing a repossession.
All right, well, I'll be definitely getting some lawyers involved on this, because this is.
That'll work. You just let us know.
Okay, thank you.
Well, guys, that is the receipts of how if you go to
United Auto Sales,
in
Providence Forge, which is New Kent County.
that's how he was treated, guys. This man right here, he's such a alleged overspeaker, bully, allegedly, con artist, allegedly. He's sitting here in his man face. In one conversation, he said, if you listen closely, what happened to his car is nothing that you can predict. It can happen at any time. It's nothing nobody can cause. In the same conversation, he go back and say he tampered with the car. He caused the issue after he just clearly said you cannot cause that booster or whatever he's alleging to go out. Then he turned around and said you caused it to go out. Then he turned around and said it was a fuse and it only costs $20 to get fixed. What 2016 car these days only costs $20 to get fixed? And my question to him, if it only costs $20 to get fixed and you want to have good customer service and the man only hit the car for 3 days, why didn't you spend the $20 and fix it? He only had the car out 3 days. Yes, when he left the lot, the car may have been sitting there, I don't know how long. It was no issues with it. But once he put that car on the road and drove it, the issues presented itself. And as a good businessman, you would have fixed this young man vehicle because he gave you more money down, $4,000. He could have paid cash for that car. You went to an auction, so you already beat him in the head with that. He could have went to a car lot and put $4,000 down at a real dealership, so he wouldn't have to do this. And why did you charge him $4,000 down on a car off that type of lot? What would you like to say to him and how he made you feel?
I would like to say to you is, regardless if you felt threatened in that situation,
stop using his words. Stop using his words. He's a juice head. You never threaten him. Stop using his words. Words have meanings. Look up hey Siri, what is the definition of threatening?
Threatening means having a hostile or deliberately frightening quality or manner. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
Threaten means state one's intention to take hostile action against someone in retribution for something done or not done.
Didn't you do that? Not one time did I hear you raise your voice. Not one time did I hear you use any threatening demeanor. Stop owning his words. Stop owning his words. He's a liar. That's another lie we caught him in. You was never using threatening behavior towards him. Stop owning his words. Choose your own words. You are your own person. Don't let him brainwash you. He brainwashed people. He twisted stories around. He make people feel like they're the guilty party. Not on my watch. You was very professional. And I commend you for your professionalism. You would not walk down the street and let him think you did something wrong. You did everything right. Only thing you did wrong was with doing business with him.
Exactly.
That's the only thing you did wrong. Doing business with him. You're a good man, raised by a good woman and a good father. And we ain't gonna let that white man tear another black man down. It ain't gonna happen. He a bad businessman. And he met his match when he met you and your mother. Because she been down here since 10 o'clock this morning, 11 o'clock this morning, waiting for me to come out the house to interview her. Y'all Joe always from
Petersburg, Virginia.
Petersburg, Virginia. Multitudes of states, cities over. Boom, 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 y'all drove. Y'all came through Petersburg, Richmond, Toano, Williamsburg, Newport News, Hampton, to Norfolk, Virginia, and waited 3 hours to speak to me. Because your mother was determined, and you was determined to share y'all story of the abuse that y'all been dealing with. And to have him to continue to disrespect you in my studio on the telephone and tell you he's going to take your money from you. Who the hell he think he is? He going to keep your $4,000. He going to cancel your contract of legal binding piece of paperwork. Oh, I wish you would. He going to break the Virginia state law and sell your car that was not inspected. DMV, police need to go out there and do an investigation on every car in that lot. He's going to rob you. Yeah. Spill you in your face. And you want to wipe it off. And turn the other cheek. No. You look him in this camera and you tell him exactly how you feel. You tell him at any cost and at every cost, you're going to fight him tooth and nail. It's going to be cheaper for him to fix that car and give it back to you than to see us in court. And we got the lawyers. Let's go.
Dante, Jacob, I need my car fixed. I mean, it's $20, but you can be able to get my car fixed.
It's not $20. Stop owning his words. Stop owning his words. Ain't the car in North for $20 get fixed. He it's $100 an hour just for labor. Okay, so he lied to you on that's another lie we caught him in. You came about part for 2016 for $20. That's another lie. He lied to you. Stop owning his words. I want my car fixed.
I need my car fixed. That's what it boiled down to. You know, with all these words, accusations, whatever's going on, I need my car fixed.
It's good business. It's good business.
It's good business.
I'm a good man.
I'm a good man.
I gave you $4,000.
I gave you $4,000
to support your business.
To support your business.
And I need you to respect me.
I need you to respect me
as your customer.
As your customer.
And make everything right for me.
And make everything right for me.
So that we can continue to do great business. With each other. Until this binding contract. We have together is over. Once it's over, you'll never see me again.
You will never see me again.
And it's just like that. Mom, what would you like to say to him about what he did to your son?
Well, I tell you what, I'm not happy at all because you are degrading my son. He came to you. He brought you $4,000. And then on top of that, you wanted him to put another $500 down. You know, anytime somebody giving you $4,000, I mean, you know, and then you're going to treat a person like that. You know, I'm not going to say that I was right, you know, with saying what I said, but I said what I said.
What did you say?
But you're not.
What did you say?
I did say, you know, that if I have to get a lawyer involved.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with
Come on, let me talk to you.
There's nothing wrong with
Let me talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Never apologize for being right.
That's right.
Never apologize for standing up for what's right for your child or for yourself.
That's right.
It's not illegal.
No.
You humble. I know y'all into church.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
It's okay to be humble.
Yes.
All right. It's okay to admit your wrongs, but you won't wrong. Y'all allowing this man to brainwash y'all.
No, ma'am.
He's talking at y'all, not to y'all.
Exactly.
He making you feel that you was wrong for saying, if you don't fix my child car, I'm gonna get a lawyer. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Should you have said to him, if you don't fix my son car, I'm gonna bust you in your head? That's a threat. Exactly. I bust your head to the white meat. That's the threat.
Exactly.
That's what I would say was, you know, like, because I'm crazy. You know, everybody know. You know, I bust your head to the white meat. But see, what I'm saying to you, you kept a professional. Yes. You dealt with him with the law. Right. Lawfully, you have all rights to inform him your intents. Yes. Your intents was, if you don't rectify the situation with my child, we will seek legal advice. Exactly. Exactly. So don't apologize for that. That's right. Don't apologize for that. That's right. You mean what the hell you say. And I do, you know, because, you know, like I said, that's my only child. So, you know, I can't sit there and let you take his money. And let you take his money like that. Who you think you are? You know, he worked hard for his money. He works for the railroad. You know, he saved his money. And for you to just take his money and talking about taking his car. In 3 days. He had the car for 3 full days. And then he had this to happen to him. You know, so yes, I'm not going to be a happy camper about that. Talk to him. You know, because you going to take his money. Then you talking about taking his car, you know, that he paid you for. You can't do that. And disrespect your son. And disrespecting my son. And you. And me. And your pastor. And my pastor. Then he's thought he going to disrespect Brother Young Live, but I turned the tables, my homie. I flipped it on you. I flipped the switch, not today. I'm sorry. That's okay. You know, so I just want this to be resolved. I don't want to do any business with them. If y'all could just go ahead on and get him his $4,000 back, y'all can take the car. All you got to do is just contact the company, whatever you need to do, you know, to get the car off of him, you know, because he don't need no repossession on him. He's too young for that, you know. And even if they don't do that, let's keep it 100. What's the odds of them doing it? The odds of, let me be real with you. I gotta be very transparent. Sure. The odds of them giving his money back may be 80 to 100. You know, the odds of the chance of him getting his money, getting the money back, they may not do that because I don't know. I know it's a limit law. I'm not really good with limit laws. He might get 7 days, but I don't know if his car fall underneath the limit law. But if they don't give him his money back, make him whole. Right. Fix his car. Fix his car completely like it's supposed to. So his car can be drivable and don't have any problems with it. Take it somewhere, get it inspected, you know, put it on a machine and fix his brakes. And fix his brakes. You know, I mean, he did give you $4,000. You know, that's enough, you know, for you to sit there and not fix anything, regardless of what we may say. You know, regardless if I'm putting you on blast or not. Fix his car. If you can't give him his $4,000 back, fix his car and make sure it's right. You know, if you want to continue to sell cars and, you know, have a good rating like you're supposed to have, fix his car. And you heard it here first, straight up Norfolk, Virginia, before Wavy News 10, Channel 3, and also Channel 13 News. I'm Brody Young Live. Homie, stop playing with us. See, stop disrespecting people. Stop taking advantage of people. We have a voice now, and I'm their voice. Give them their money back or welcome to hell. Get them to fix the car. We can walk away. You fix the car, we'll just walk away. We won't say nothing else. you don't fix the car, you don't give him his money back, then welcome to hell. And what do you mean by hell? We will give you poor ratings because of your customer service that we listen to ourselves. I'm followed by 200 some thousand people, and we are people that fight back with like bad customer service. So we will call you and give you bad ratings on your page. It's not worth it. Fix the young man car. Fix it. Even if you can't give him his money back, fix the car, make him whole, make him a satisfied customer, make us happy. And if you don't, ain't nobody gonna be happy. And that's not a threat to do no bodily harm. That's just a threat to make sure we inform everybody on your Facebook page, Twitter page, whatever page you have, that you did this to this young man and they should not buy cars from you. I'm running your life. Until we meet again. It's just like that. Isn't there that you like to say, sweetheart?
Just fix my car. That's just what it boils down to. Just fix my car. If not, just get my money back.
Or see me in court.
See me in court. That's a good one.
See me in court.
Point blank period.
Point blank period. See me in court. And you already lost when you sold that vehicle with the wrong inspection sticker. Don't try to take it off. We got a picture of it. You lost on that one. We done. Ball game. Oh, one more time, guys. If you're looking to buy a vehicle where it might work, call 804-557-0116. Looking for a vehicle that might work. Call 804-557-0116. Looking for great customer service and respectful customer service. You hope then calls 804-557-0116. And if you're looking for a car lot, if your car break down, they're going to say you did it. Call 804-557-0116. I'm Brody Young Locke, reporting live out of Norfolk, Virginia. Deep big fat fingers.